my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a library book haul. I may not be planning on adding any more things to my shelves in the next few months. However, that does not mean I don't plan on taking more things out from the library. And I kind of went buck wild on graphic novel night. I'm in the library, my hands kind of get a little bit grabby, and I take out way more than I probably should. So I've kind of divided everything into loosely based categories. So let's get started. The first category is things I went in for a purpose and or hold. The most important that is the next Nocturne Falls books. I have book 8, The Vampire's Accidental Wife, 9, The Reaper Rescues the Genie, and book 10, The Detective Wins the Witch. These three are 3 of the 4 most recent additions in the Nocturne Falls world, and I figured I would just go ahead and get them now, especially since I'm actually at book 8 now. So this is great thinking on my part. Related to that, I went ahead and put all of the Jane Frost books on hold since I had the first one as a Kindle freebie, and I wanted to just go ahead and get the rest of them just in case I dive into that world and love it just as much. And those books are Miss Frost Ices the Imp, Miss Frost Saves the Sandman, Miss Frost Cracks a Caper, Miss Frost Braves the Blizzard, Miss Frost Chills the Cheater, and the novella When Birdie Babysits a Spider. And this is a cozy mystery series set in the same Nocturne Falls as my other series, but it's obviously cozy mysteries, and I figured I would check these out and I might get to these during Dewey's, so I wanted to have them on hand. Speaking of cozy mysteries, that is another category that I checked out. I have Murder Past Due, which is a Cat in the Stacks one. My favorite kind of cozies involve paranormal creatures, cats, and baking, and I figured this one, which is a cats and a library one, was a perfect one. I believe I read this one before, however I don't remember too much about it, so it would be a perfect revisit, especially since I kind of am interested in continuing on in the series. On the flip side, I saw this brand new one called Tart of Darkness, and it seems to be a baking one, and it has kind of like a piratey theme going on the cover. While I was there, I did peruse the children's section. I found another one of the Rick Riordan Presents books. I've been trying to read all of them. One is Sal and Gabby Break the Universe. Yeah, this one I know is Cuban inspired. Another very important category is basically stuff that's going to be on my November TBR, and so I need to get them now. So I'm going to just briefly show you them. We'll talk more about them when I talk about my TBR. So those books are Smell of Other People's House, Mapping the Interior, La Rose, The Break, and The Roundhouse. I also picked up some thrillers and some hard-hitting contemporaries because that is the thing I'm in the mood for, with it being the spooky season and all. And I have Exit Pursuit by Bear by E.K. Johnston. I have Vanilla. I have Lizzie, which I just love this cover. I have Little Monsters by Kara Thomas, which I had previously read a different book by, and everybody swore that this one was way better. So I'm relying on other people that this one's actually going to be pretty good. So I have You Owe Me a Murder by Ellen Cook. I really enjoyed a different Ellen Cook, so I was excited to see this one. I have The Lonely Dead by April Henry. I have a love-hate relationship with April Henry books, but they're very enjoyable to binge, so I have this one. And my last category is paranormal. Let's be real, I read a ton of paranormal books. I figured I would check some out while I was at the library. I checked out Missing Presumed Dead, which my friend Dylan had been raving about. I believe this one involves ghosts. I checked out Cinderella Necromancer. This one's the one that might be towing the line, but necromancy and a Cinderella retelling? Yes, please. Out of Salem. This one is zombies with a genderqueer protagonist. Then I have some good old-fashioned vampires from an older series that I never read when I was younger, but I definitely want to now. And that is the first book in the Slayer series, as well as the first bind-up of Thirst by Christopher Pike. This one would also go very well for Dewey's because this is what I think. This one I think is like 3 books in one. And the last thing I checked out from the library this time was the first volume of Sweep. It is also another one of those 3 stories in one bind-up. Alright, so that is everything that I checked out from the library this time. What about you? What have you checked out from the library recently? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like what you saw here today, be sure to like and subscribe. I post new videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day!